Hey friend, and welcome back to my channel. It is me, Sim, here at the Sim of all trades. And that's a piece of fluff. Oh no, it's just my shirt. Hold on. Oh no, let's try that again. Hey friend, and welcome back to my channel. It is me, Sim, here at the Sim of all trades, coming at you with another video. And today's video is going to be a little bit different because we're going through things and we can't afford a therapist. Truth. It's 2020. We're unemployed, self-employed, and you know, money is expensive. Anyways, today I wanted to do a video. I actually don't know how to begin this video. Other than beginning. And I have a bit of a cold, so please excuse the nasal sounding voice and the rough throat. Hold on, let me just get some tea. Okay, so as I said, I don't know how to start this video, so I'm just gonna start. I wanted to do a more topical video, but also, as I said earlier, I can't afford a therapist right now, and the best way for me to work out and process my feelings at the moment is writing in my journal, which is here, writing in my journal, talking to Jesus, and making videos. Honestly, one of the best forms of therapy ever. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing here today, is working through my feelings. I wanted to speak today about contentment over comparison. You know, if I were a preacher, I would say, tap the person next to you and repeat after me: contentment over comparison. You know how we say comparison is the thief of joy? Well, guess what? I got robbed this week, y'all. I got robbed by comparison. Anyways, so let me tell you a little story. I was just driving along on my merry way, just enjoying my life, being cool, being chill, getting ready to go and babysit my godson. You know, just having a vibe. Being the vibe of joyously single and content. And I see this person that I know, and they have this new business, and I know that they have this amazing family. Like, I have all of these things, and out of nowhere, I get like jealous. By the way, I don't get jealous. I normally just start comparing myself, but this time I was jealous and I started playing the comparison game, and that's why it kind of blindsided me so hard. This person is a great person. I'm so happy that they're doing well. They have really great things going for them. They have an amazing business. They have an amazing spouse. They have great kids. They're a great person. They're good to the community. They're a little bit younger than me, and I don't know, I just got caught up in the moment where I'm like, oh my gosh, like my life is going nowhere slowly. And yeah, I just started freaking out, and kind of like I got a bit of an attitude about it. Like, I got so bummed about this person's success, and I just started comparing myself to them. I'm like, I'm 31, I don't have kids yet, which I really want kids. I don't have a husband yet, which okay, sure. I have this business that's really small and tiny and is fledgling. I've only just started figuring out what I want to do with the rest of my life. And by the way, it's do other things with the rest of my life, not just have one specific job. Like, I had all of these thoughts bombarding me and coming at me, and then I just started comparing myself with this person and being like, they're younger, they already have family, they're younger, they already have a successful business, they're younger, they have this. And I just started like spiraling is the word I'm looking for. After I had felt my feelings, I like went and babysat my godson, did everything I needed to do at the shops, came home and like sat down and was like, what happened there? Like, what happened? I think that we don't speak enough about how comparison robs us of our own achievements, our own successes, our own moments of positivity. How when we compare ourselves to others, it robs us of our own path. And so I sat down and I was processing this through my journal, and I was like, my goodness, like, what is going on? Like, how is this my thought process today? And I began to recognize that it was a trigger for me over something else that I'm going through at the moment. Because something is not happening for me right now, I immediately equated it with I'm far behind in my life, when it's not true. And here's the thing, in my 31 years of living and my 14 years of being a Christian, this comparison thief has come up in my life a few times, and I've developed some strategies, some tips to fighting them, and I didn't engage my defenses. You know, if I were in a war, I didn't send my troops out. I was just like, go ahead, do what you need to do, which is the wrong thing. It's the wrong mentality. And so I just wanted to speak a little bit about that today. After I had sat down and processed all of my feelings about this particular thing that happened, I thought about myself, how God's goodness has showed up in my life quite a few times. And I sat down and I wrote 5 things that I want to do the next time comparison comes up in my face and tries to fight me. Okay? I want to be ready. I want to be ready, and I want you to be ready. Now please bear in mind, I am not a therapist, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm just a person who's been through this multiple times and has just developed a system, or is developing a system in which to fight it. Anyways, with that in mind, I wanted to give you 5 tips or 5 questions you need to ask yourself when comparison wants to swoop in and take your life. So here are my tips and questions you need to ask yourself when you're dealing with the comparison thief. Number 1, feel your feelings, but do not dwell on them. This is important for me because I'm a type 4 on the Enneagram, and type 4s are super emotional and sensitive human beings, and sometimes I can live in my emotions and just be there with them the whole time, making friends, having a picnic with them, and that's not really good. It's not good for moving forward, and it's not good for dealing with my emotions. So feel your feelings about this issue, the situation, but do not dwell on them. If we choose to dwell in our feelings about stuff like comparison, we'll never move past it, and it'll always be a stumbling block to us achieving what we want to achieve. Okay, number 2, recognize your thief, aka recognize your triggers. You need to recognize your triggers. Think about, if I hang around this person, or if I do this on this specific day, if it's this, have I watched something, have I seen something that always makes me feel bad about myself? Why do I want to be around it? Like, recognize your triggers. For me, I know that I can only take certain people in small doses, and I know that people can only take me in small doses. Oh, it's okay. But I know that there's some people that I don't mind hanging out with, but I'm not gonna be their best friend. I'm not gonna be their family friend. I'm just gonna be an acquaintance, and that is okay, because something about their being triggers me, and that's okay. Maybe it's a situation. If you're having a month or a time of day or a day where you're feeling low mentally, like, just pull yourself back. If you need people to energize you, then definitely go ahead, be energized by people. But if you know that people are the ones that are gonna trigger you right back into comparing yourself, just step out for a young minute. Have a friend who understands that you need to take a break from the circle, whatever it may be. Recognize your triggers. I have a few, and one of the ones that I recognized the other day is that when I worry about finances, I immediately start comparing myself to other people. It's a trigger, and I recognized it. Number 3, find joy in the extraordinariness that is you. Let me tell you something. Last week I finished my video by saying that no one is you, and that is your power. And it is the dang truth, y'all. Like, there's no one like you. Even if you're a twin, a triple, a quad, whatever it may be, there is no one like you. You might have characteristics that look like your family. Like we all know, Delia's all the most stubborn tribe. But you know what? Every Delia is still an individual. Every person is still unique. So take the time to write out, to recognize, to list out, to write it on the wall, send it to a friend, ask a friend to send it to you. All the extraordinary things that exist about who you are. And man, let me tell you, you'll be surprised at how cool and amazing you actually are. And don't be critical about it. Like, just blast out them compliments to yourself. Okay, number 4. Ask yourself, what is God preparing me for? I think that because we struggle with waiting because we're impatient as beings, we think that seasons of waiting are wasted. And there's nothing that is wasted with God. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wasted with God. So ask yourself, in the season of waiting for your spouse or your job or your this or your that, whatever it may be, what is God preparing you for? Ask yourself, am I doing the work of preparation or am I waiting for promotion? Because you cannot be promoted without preparation. So work on that season of preparation. Ask yourself, what is God preparing you for, and what can I be preparing for? If you don't believe in God, just ask yourself, what do you need to prepare yourself for next? What are you doing to prepare yourself for whatever season you have next? Those are important things to ask ourselves, especially when it comes to comparison. Because I think sometimes we rush to go towards the outcome of, like, yes, dream job, yes, traveling all over the world, except now, but not really because it's COVID. Yes, this, yes, that. We want to get to the outcome, but the process and the journey and the preparation is just as important as the gift at the end. Okay, and the last one, number 5, probably my favorite. Remain or recommit to your own path. I think that sometimes we forget that we have our own paths. Maybe we all have a similar outcome, you know, like maybe it's kids and a family for you. Maybe it's a high-powered job in a corporate world. Maybe it's academia. Maybe it's this. You know, a lot of people have the same goal. But having your own path to get to what is yours is really important. So right now, remain on your own path, or recommit to your own path. Recommit to yourself. Recommit to your dreams, your plans, your purpose. Recommit to those things, or remain steadfast to those things, because honey, clutch them like pearls. Clutch them to your chest. Clutch your dreams, your hopes, your wishes to your chest, and remain on the path that will lead you to them. Don't be distracted by other people's paths. They have their path for a reason, and you have your path for a reason. Do not allow comparison to steal your path from you. That's all I'm going to say about that. And then a bonus tip. Realize that being content is better than comparing. I know that sounds really cheesy, but it's true. Find a way to be content with the situation that you're in. It's not always easy. It's definitely probably the hardest of the steps. But contentment breeds so many things. It breeds joy, it breeds patience, it breeds grace, and it breeds hope. Hope for your own life and hope for your own future. I hope this video helped you as it helped me. And again, like I said, I'm not a therapist or a counselor or psychiatrist or anything. These are just some of the lessons I've had to learn about comparison, and I wanted to share them with you. When I choose to make the steps to be content, it really helps me to smile, and it helps me to look down and see where I'm going as opposed to where other people are going. I really hope this video helped you. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. If it didn't, also let me know in the comments below, then I wouldn't ever do another video like this again. Thank you for allowing me to process my feelings. Thank you for helping me to do therapy this way, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. I will see you in the next video, and don't forget that no one is like you, and that is your power. I will see you next time. Au revoir.